Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona's channel in English. So today we have many news to talk about, really. So let's start without more delay. I think that beginning was a bit weird. No? So let's start. I like to start like this. Well, anyway, today information. We have finally the 23 player or the list of the 23 best women of the football in this moment. And surprise, 3 of them are from Barcelona. And I say surprise because the real surprise is that just 3 of them are from Barcelona. These 3 players are Irene Paredes, Alexia Putellas, who won just the women's golden board. Well, she got an award some weeks ago. And Aitana Bonmati. I'm surprised because many of them, they deserve to be here. Of course, I'm trying to check, but not even here. You remember some Maharawi, if I don't remember wrong, that was her name. But many of them are quite good, and we get just 3 players from Barcelona. Well, surprising, but that's the voting they did. So whoever votes, they may know about this. Let's talk about other news today. In Riyadh, we will have the match against Boca Juniors, which will play to, well, it's called the MARADONA Cup. And as you can see there, we will play in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Today, it's going to be the first match that Dani Alves, sorry, that Dani Alves will play again. A match that is going to be quite emotive and a bit sad, to be honest. I think Messi will be quite interested in this, in playing this match. First, because they are playing against one of the best teams in Argentina. If I'm not wrong, Boca Juniors is from Argentina, if I'm not wrong. That means how much I know about football sometimes. No, I'm quite sure. Maybe I'm... Oh. And because it's the match of... it's something for Maradona that for Messi is like God, no, for us, for all the Argentinian, no. So it will be a great match. Sadly, he's not going to be able to play it, but for sure, I'm 100% sure, Messi will be watching it. As us, no, we will not have time at all. For sure, it's at 6 p.m. in Spain, but it's going to be at 12 a.m. here, and I have to sleep. Sad, but well, it's going to be, I think, a wonderful match. And the good news is that Alves is going to play. The one who is not going to play is Abde. Abde is not injured. Abde has got some problems with some documents. I'm not sure if the visa or whatever, because he's Moroccan, and then he couldn't go. To a substitute for this player, we are going to have many players from Barcelona B. Jude Gla is going to come too, and I'm trying to find the information. It should be here. Jude Gla, then nothing. I don't find it. Well, I remember it was Jude Gla, the player who came the other day. Some players from some defenders. The second goalkeeper, the third goalkeeper of Barcelona is going to come too. And I don't remember anyone else. But 5 or 6 players from Barcelona B, due to the problems we are having this year. What else we have today? Today we have information that I'm really afraid that this is a bad news. Agüero has asked to have a press conference tomorrow. As far as I read, Laporta is going to be there. And I'm saying these are bad news because I don't think Agüero is going to come to give a press conference to say, "Hey, I'm pretty well. Tomorrow I'm going to train." I'm reading that he's going to announce his retirement, that Guardiola is going to be there too. So really bad news for a player that we knew it's not going to be the Agüero we all know. But I guess, for me personally, I think he took the right decision. You are not available to play, or you're in danger. You've played all your life. You've lived your dream. You came to Barcelona to play with Messi, but finally you couldn't. Your heart is not okay. You have enough money to live for 3 lives more. I think it's time to retire. And it's the best moment, because in this moment Barcelona needs money. So cutting his salary, that is not that much really, 4 million euros for a club as Barcelona is not really money. But it will help a bit. But it will help. It's sad because I wanted to see Agüero for some games more, but sadly, between the injuries and this problem now with the heart, that for sure is not going to be anything important. But he will. That scare, that fear, is in your body, and I know because I live it too. I have problems with tachycardias too, and it's when it starts, you feel panic because you don't know when it's going to finish. In my case, finish fast normally, but once I was with 1 hour, and it's like you're tense, you feel nervous, your heart beats fast, but you feel nothing. Unless you have other symptoms, it depends on the person. No? In my case, it was nothing, but as I'm saying, it's dangerous, and I think it's the best for him. So if so, I wish the best for whatever he does, really. We will talk about this tomorrow for sure. Also, talking about players who will leave Barcelona or may leave Barcelona today, Frankie De Jong's father said something incredible. That he said that if Barcelona needs money and they receive a good offer, why not? I guess this is all about that the other days, or days before, we've heard that Barcelona is thinking of selling Frankie De Jong, etc. That even though the other day I read that Frankie De Jong is not really happy with his situation in Barcelona, that he's not really happy with his performances and not even with the team. So there is an ambience like Frankie De Jong is really doubting of continuing in Barcelona. His salary and his value is quite high yet, so that's real. That's true. If we sell Frankie De Jong, probably our economy will get better. But we have to think about the consequences of losing Frankie De Jong, because he's one of the best in his position in the world. I'm saying this because he's in the national team. Okay, I'm not analyzing all of them, but I think he's one of the best in his position. And it's true that his performances lately has not been quite good. That since long time ago, since he arrived to Barcelona, it seems that he doesn't finish to adapt totally, and he's not the player that the Barcelona expected. So, and I think Frankie De Jong thinks the same about himself. He's not being who he thinks he should be in Barcelona. So I think it will be a possible. But for me, it's quite sad, this information. I hope it's not true. Other one who's thinking of coming back, of leaving Barcelona, well, he's not thinking about leaving Barcelona. A team is following him, is Benfica. Benfica again is behind Umtiti, thinking that, I don't know how, they think Umtiti could help them to improve their defense. Well, I know because Benfica lost one of their center backs, and they are expecting to seduce Umtiti. No. The problem here is that they are not going to pay 12 million. Umtiti has contract until 2023, and he's not going to be stupid. He's not going to say, well, I'm going to leave now because I want to play. No. Umtiti hasn't left. Sorry. The team before, because of his career, he's not going to leave now. And I think it's going to be really hard for Barcelona to make this player to go out. Think that we need to get Halland. If you remember, well, if you're paying attention to this, to the football media or to the sports media, Mino Raiola and Laporta met yesterday. Pedri went to Italy to get the Golden Boy trophy, and Laporta, instead of going to his hotel, he went to meet Mino Raiola to talk about Halland. They didn't talk just about Halland because two things. First, Laporta needs to improve the team this January, yeah. And second, we cannot sign Halland in this moment. No? So they talked about other names too. They asked about Halland. Actually, Nino said that one of the best options for Halland is Barcelona. The problem is our economy. Well, we will talk about that later. Later now. Because I read that there are some funds that are interested in giving money to Barcelona to sign Halland. If that's true or not, that's quite different. But that's what I read, and I wanted to share with you, and I think I talked about this. And if so, let's see the conditions, and if not, why not? But Barcelona, even though, is talking about La Liga, about CVC, because they know they need that money to sign Halland. Thing that is quite sad, but probably, and I start feeling that this could be a reason. That's why Laporta didn't want to sign CVC for Messi, because if they signed Messi, then we cannot sign Halland. And maybe Messi knows that. I'm not sure, but it doesn't sound so crazy. Halland is 21 years old, I think, or 20. I'm not sure, but he's not that old. Messi is 34 to 35. If you sign Messi now, next year you cannot sign Halland. And Messi is going to be in his level probably 2-3 years more, while Halland is starting his career. I think it's not so crazy to think that could be the reason that Laporta didn't want to, and I'm saying this like this, didn't want to renew Messi. I'm not sure about what I'm saying too, but logically, for me, it makes sense. Anyway, they talk about the other players. For example, Pogba, who came for €0. Mazraoui, one of the best players in Ajax in the right back, or Xavi Simons. But in this case, the last one, Barcelona, even Mino Raiola is trying to put him back to Barcelona because he wants to go back. Barcelona is considering that he wouldn't even help the team, the first team. While Mazraoui and Pogba probably would improve the team, Xavi Simons, which was a Barcelona player already, and they are not considering to bring him back, they are thinking that in that case, he would be between Barcelona B and Barcelona, the first team. So for that, I think we really don't need Simons, to be honest. We really don't need Simons to be there. But for marketing, it's a good player too, And finally, the last one, a critic that I read from Dembele, and I think is quite accurate. For a player from La Masia, as it was this kid that left some months ago, and I forgot his name, as usual, Moriba. Barcelona stopped. No more money. If you don't sign, you will not play, etc. And about Dembele, we're really taking off our pants for him. You want this money? Well, let me offer a bit more. You want this? Well, let's talk about this. I have nothing to say because we've talked about Dembele here a lot. And for me, if he doesn't want to say goodbye, finish. Because what he apports to the team is true that sometimes he's the most dangerous player that we have in this moment. That also because we send many other players to other teams. But but it's true also that we cannot measure the players like that. And in that case, Madrid, I think Real Madrid, and That's going to be crazy. At least that's well. If these are the conditions, if you don't like them, here you have the door because we have other players that wants to come here. That's what's happening with Ramos. Here you have a contract of 1 year. If you don't like it, okay, the door is there. So the same, you cannot ask Dembélé now. You cannot say to Moriba, no, you're not going to get more money. This is an example for the players from La Masia. And then say, well, but Dembélé, don't go, please, come on, we offer more money. What example is that for La Masia then? That if you come from the youth teams or from La Masia, you will be treated worse than the players we signed? I know the idea of Barcelona is signing him to sell him later, but let's think properly. Is that going to happen? We were not able to get that before. Are we going to get that later? Is real? Is it a logic thing or is it something realistic? I don't think so, really. Anyway, guys, that was all for today. I think it's a bit long video, but well, there were many things to talk about. So hope you enjoyed the video. Of course you enjoyed. And see you in the next one. Have a nice day.